we are counting down the 5 big stories of the week. Next up, the hot new electric vehicle maker Nikola has been surging since its June 4th debut, up over 87%. Next week could be a major moment of truth for the company. Joining us now is Trevor Milton, founder and executive chairman of Nikola Motors. Welcome back, Trevor. Great to speak with you.
Thanks for having me on.
Monday is when reservations open up. What are you expecting?
I'm expecting a lot of fun and a lot of excitement. So we've all been waiting for this for a long time. Nikola finally allows people to make paid reservations for the Nikola Badger. It's the coolest electric truck, pickup truck the world's ever seen. So yeah, it's a big day on Monday. And also those reservations turn into tickets for Nikola World happening in December when we show off the Badger. So it's just the next 4 or 5 months is just going to be an incredibly fun time.
You mentioned it's the coolest pickup truck the world has ever seen. The world hasn't really seen it, has it, Trevor?
No.
I mean, at what point will the world actually see a truck, and one that can operate, as opposed to seeing mock-up pictures? Because that's really the question for a lot of analysts and investors. They like the long-term vision. They see the total addressable market is very large. The potential is very big. But then they go back to, you guys have not made a truck yet.
Well, we have made a truck. We actually made the most advanced semi-truck the world's ever seen. We showed it off last year driving on fuel cell. We made deliveries with Anheuser-Busch. This is our big semi-truck. So the technology's all done. We're just now bringing it into the smaller market. And it's kind of fun. I mean, yeah, we haven't showed it off to the world, but that's the fun of it. The next 4 months, everyone's got to wait. They got to get in line. And Monday, the reservations open. And in December, they'll all get to see it in person. So all the critics will... They've already seen our other trucks.
In December, I understand at Nikola World, you're going to line this up against some competitors. You might do a little, I don't know, racing or comparisons. Will it be operable in December? Will that actually be a truck that people will be able to test drive who are there, or that you're going to actually drive onto the stage or something to that effect?
Oh, yeah. I'm probably going to rip a bumper off. Whether it's ours or someone else's, I can't promise you whose is going to win. But I promise you it's going to be a show. So, yes, it will be operable. And a bumper is coming off one of the vehicles, maybe even a whole rear end of a truck.
I mentioned this because you had an interesting tweet at the beginning of June about Nikola World not being a fake truck show. And there was that Bloomberg article a couple weeks ago that asserted that you had misled the audience back in 2016 when you were unveiling the Nikola One, making references to a truck that was drivable when in actuality it lacked parts that would enable it to operate at all. Are you suing Bloomberg over this? Did you not make those comments? Was it in fact a sort of a fake truck show in 2016?
No, it was a total hit job. It's really sad. I talked with him before he even had the article out. It was all recorded. He refuses to release the recording, and he would show the world the truth. I mean, the answer is every part on that truck was functionable. We just didn't feel safe driving it at that time. That was our first truck, 4 or 5 years ago? It was all operable, but it wasn't really that safe. Like, it could have killed someone in the audience. We didn't know. We were new. And so all the parts were there, though. We even took them out and showed them on the table to people. And so it was kind of sad that I think it was just a hit job. Someone wanted clicks. It just wasn't that cool, but that's okay. I mean, it comes with the territory. When you're coming out here with this kind of valuation and excitement, everyone always targeting for you. And I kind of laughed with them because I said, look, there's a lot of things you can hit me on. This is one that's kind of crazy because that was 5 years ago, and the people there will tell you, everyone there, we actually talked about it at the show. So not sure why he picked that fight.
Okay, so between now and December 3rd through 5th, when Nikola World happens, you're asking investors to basically say, we believe you in terms of your timeframes for delivering these vehicles, whether it be the Nikola One or the Badger. We believe you in terms of the reservations turning into actual orders. What can you tell us, though, in terms of tangible progress towards meeting production targets, whether it be who you've partnered with for the Badger or what stage you are in the manufacturing process?
Yeah, so we got a couple of big things going on over the next 4 or 5 months that'll give a lot of comfort to people. One is we have our factory in Ulm, Germany with Iveco. We did a joint venture with them. We have the first ever zero-emission semi-truck coming off the assembly line right now, hand-built units. I'll be taking videos of those, showing some testing of those to the world as well over the next following months. That'll be a lot of fun. The Nikola Badger, I'll be leaking certain videos to the public as well when they're, it's all about the lead up. I mean, the 4 months all the way into, I guess, however many months until December, that leading up into that is the excitement. So we don't want to give it all away at once. But we'll be announcing who's going to build the Nikola Badger with us in the next couple of months. We'll announce how many reservations we have. They open up, this Monday, 11 o'clock Eastern, all the Nikola Badger reservations open up so people can get in line with them. And they also get a ticket to Nikola World. So there's going to be a lot of data, a lot of leaked videos. If you followed me in the last few days, I've done videos on our battery technology where we have the only submerged battery technology really out there that's really, really advanced. It's pretty awesome. I did videos on that. I've done videos on our infotainment system. All these are systems that people thought were fake. And so it's just kind of cool to it's kind of fun to prove the critics wrong a little bit every time, not just give everything away in one day.
You can concede, though, Trevor, that proving the critics wrong involves actually not just making videos and talking about these fantastic technologies, but actually putting them to work. So there's a little bit of skepticism amongst your critics at this point because everything or many things that you're promising are still promises, even though they are there and they're promising technologies. I want to ask you about what has pressured the stock in recent days, and that is a registration of warrants filed with the SEC. It is expected to become effective in the coming days. I don't know if you have any comment as to when you expect that to happen, because that could be a major overhang for this stock. I mean, JP Morgan is estimating in its initiation notes that can mean tens of millions of shares coming to market of Nikola.
Yeah, I'll try to answer the best I can without getting in trouble with the SEC. So ultimately, you have warrants that are going to come in, and once those are approved by the, with our S1 filing, we're waiting on the SEC to give us the S1 approval. That could take anywhere from a couple weeks to a couple months. No one has any timeline on that because it's the SEC. And so it's kind of interesting. A lot of people are putting articles out there that all these shares are hitting, and it's not even true. It's not accurate. Some will, eventually these shares will come online. People have bought shares. They deserve them. But we don't know when they're going to come. And when they do come, most of these shareholders that we have are long-term shareholders. They're like, you know what? I have no desire to sell. I'm in this for the long run. There are some that will, because the value is increased so much that they're required to sell some of their portfolio because they can't have one item have that much value in a portfolio. So I guess that's the punishment for doing really well. So some will sell some, but other people will buy. So it's just the stock market. That's how it goes.
Trevor, it's always great to speak with you. We hope we'll talk to you again and keep us informed on how many. Are you going to give us a number on Monday?
Yeah, I don't know about Monday because we'll be getting all that data in, but we'll see. It depends on all the data, but I will be giving out some information coming after that day. I'm just not sure when because we have to compile all the data.
We look forward to it. Trevor, thank you.
Thanks.
Trevor Milton of Nikola. All right, Guy, what do you think?
Well, I was absent the day in high school we did the periodic tables, so I'm not familiar with the properties of hydrogen. But what I will say is JP Morgan just initiated with a $45 price target, and it feels like that's where the stock is going to go. This could very well be a BK, put it in the draw stock, much like Tesla was. We
literally have 10 seconds. Would you say it's put it in the drawer, BK?
I would absolutely say not. It's not a put in the drawer. I think Trevor's very enthusiastic and probably the best salesperson his company could ask for.